It's Paula here from the Dragonfly Voyagers, Team Dragonflies. And I'm joined by Daryl and Moo this evening.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello. And we're going to have a little bit of a chat. And I want you to get involved with this chat. So if you're catching us live, give us a hashtag live. If you're catching us on replay, give us a hashtag replay. Tell us where you are watching from. And if you've got any holidays planned for the summer, because we can get excited with you. Because how exciting is it when you've got something planned? It shoots off all those happy hormones, which is why we always have something planned, don't we, ladies? It's all good.
We're going soon.
Yes, this month, Barcelona. So I want to talk a little bit about our industry, which is the network marketing industry. And I've shared, like, we've all shared at some point some real home truths about this industry, because this industry is it's being given a really bad name. And it frustrates me because I've been a part of this industry for maybe, I don't know, maybe 13, 14 years within this specific travel company for the last 8 years. And one of the red flags for me when I first started looking at this industry was people that would flip from place to place. You do have a lot of big leaders that will flip from place to place and that have big teams that have built these big, teams of hundreds. And I'm not saying that that can't be done, because it can very easily with the right products, the right services. But one of the alarm bells that used to go off for me was if someone had left a company and would be slagging them off, and they would move to a new company, and that is the best thing. They do it once, then I'll take the word for it, pinch of salt. Do it 2, 3, 4 times, I'm not with you. I'm sorry, you're not my cup of tea. Now, I want to talk about why smart people get caught up in this, and why people are able to build teams in that way, flitting from one thing to another, and why it can work for them. And there's a few reasons. And unfortunately, there are people within our industry that can mislead. And I've seen a few videos recently of a company that has made income claims, which is against our regulations within the industry. Gives us a bad name, guys. Don't make income claims. If you're going to talk about your income, have a chat with someone, talk about your experiences, and talk one-to-one if you want to do that, and talk about what you're earning. That's amazing, and I'm so happy for you. But if you're going to go and say you can go and get £1,000 a month easy as pie, it's a load of BS. And I'm sick to death of people misleading other people, thinking that they can have the holidays, the cars, the private jet experience, the money in the bank, the literally freedom that money gives you. I love money. Money loves me. I like money, and it gives you complete freedom. But it makes you think that you can get it. And there's a lot of intelligent women out there that are looking and seeing these very polished approaches to our industry and thinking, hell yes, that's for me. It takes work, a hell of a lot of work, and it takes trust. It takes connection. It takes authenticity. What are your guys' thoughts on some of these things that we're seeing out there?
Some of this I covered yesterday as well on my live.
Yeah.
About I do not make income claims. I do not say how much money you're going to save, because every person is an individual. They do their own thing. And when you're in network marketing, the business that you have signed up for is your business.
Yeah.
So you might have a team, you might have an upline, you might have a downline, but unless you do the work, it's not coming forward to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Daryl, have you got something? Sorry, I thought you were going to speak then.
I was, and then I forgot
Please
what I was going to
do.
say.
Well,
I forgot what I was
it's
going to
all
say.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I mean, mirroring what you both just said. What I like about it personally is that it's up to me, and I am not given. It's not a job. I don't have to sign in at 9 o'clock in the morning and sign out at 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's not a job. It's something I work around the availability of time that I'm allowed, that I can give it within my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I call it a lifestyle business.
Yeah.
And some days I do more than other days.
Yeah.
And some days, like today, I do sweet FA.
Yeah.
And that's
Simply
your
because,
choice.
well, simply because life worked out that way for me today. I had other priorities and things to do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh gosh, I haven't done something.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, they're going to come down on me like a ton of bricks because I didn't do ABC. That's down to me.
Yeah.
That's completely down to me. And whatever I earn from my own, what I put into it. You get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
And some
Absolutely.
people have got nothing else to do but put into it, which is great. And maybe
Yeah.
they'll do better than me because they haven't got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Great. That's their choice. That's their life. But that's the thing. As Moose said, it's an individual situation, and it's all and you tailor it. It's not tailored to you. You tailor it to you tailor it as you want it to be.
Yeah. And
Well
it's such a
said.
good, yeah, absolutely. And that is what draws a lot of people to it because it's as flexible as you want it to be.
Flexible. I like
And
exactly.
yeah, and I think because that's exactly why I do it. It's finding those little spaces in time in between refereeing the kids' arguments, pretty much in our house. When you can actually chat with someone about things or send them a quick video that's going to explain how it works or even do a demonstration. We do private demonstrations, don't we, as to what we say for the travel and the way that we create our business. And that is the most beautiful thing. But I think what happens sometimes is people come, not necessarily to ours, and I'm going to explain a little bit more why ours is different than what's out there.
Mm.
They come to a company and they see the things that are being said, and the things that are being said are being said in such a way that they can mislead someone into thinking that they're kind of overinflating what you can earn in a very short space of time. In our company, we have had people join our company that have started to earn a very good income within a very short space of time, but they've had very specific strategic ways of building that business. And we often, well, not often, always tell everyone that is not an example. It's not an example that's across the board. On average, most people will earn with companies like ours a smaller amount of money. It might not be six figures. They might be moving towards a six figures after a length of time, but they will earn an amount of income that is suitable for them to make changes in their lives. So it might be that it pays the mortgage or the rent. It might be that it pays the car tax. It might be that it pays a little bit more. Whatever that is will be fixed to them. Like you said, it's tailored to what works for them in time, but also in income. What is like, I wanted to talk about red flags to look at. There are companies out there that will promise you the dream, but what they don't show you is how many failed launches that person has had, how many meetings they've had when there's been their team turn up and that's it, how many times that they've had people take take their services or their products and they've dropped off the next month. What I love about our company is the retention level. You will hear our top earners who have been in the company from anywhere between 4 or 5 years minimum, looking at others that have been here since the beginning. And that shows a level of retention and trust within the company that is lacking in others. And that's what gives me the reassurance. And some of the things that you should be looking for, I think, the green flags you should be looking for is, does the company allow you to be a service user or a customer? Or does it push you to become a business builder? What is that? Does it feel comfortable to say, right, well, I just want to go and travel and save thousands of pounds with my kids? Does that feel comfortable, or do you feel pressured to actually you should be building a business because you're going to get a residual income? What feels comfortable? Does it feel heavy or does it feel light? And that's the thing for me.
Yeah.
We never put that pressure on. The company doesn't put that pressure on. There is additional income available if you want to do that, but we have a very clear point of order. When you register with us to get a membership, you tick a box if you want to be a business partner, or you don't tick it if you just want to be a customer. It's that simple. And I know other companies where that box is automatically ticked for you, and we've got to have that choice. So that's a green flag for us, I believe. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, it's freedom of choice, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's freedom of choice. And with us, you can just, bumble in, try out the holidays, see how you feel about them, experience the amount of money you're saving and think, oh my
Yeah.
goodness me, this is good. And then you want to maybe share it with somebody. You may want to say, oh, you won't believe the holiday I've just been on, blah, 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 blah. And then you think, oh, I could get them into the company. But I know what to do. I'll just register as a partner because I can if I want to.
Yeah.
If I want to.
Exactly that.
If I choose to. And I've been here 6 months or 8 months and I've been doing holidays and this comes up and I think, oh, maybe if I register as a partner now, I could introduce my friend who's seen what I'm doing and wants to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll earn a bit of commission for that, for sharing it. Nice one.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, it's that freedom of choice. It's that optional moment. It's there if you want it. Most
Some of our,
people want it.
couple of our top leaders
Yeah.
joined and just travelled for a year or 2 years before they
Yeah.
even thought about starting it as a business.
Yeah.
And now they're
But
running big business with
yeah,
it.
global businesses, not just in
Yeah,
their own little
yeah,
country or
yeah.
area. They're global. But yeah, when
I
I
mean,
joined, it was
yeah.
just for the travel. I wasn't interested, but I found myself talking about it. So I thought, oh, I might as well do the business.
See, you're
But
the perfect example, Moo, in a way, because you organically grew that business because
yeah,
you didn't intend to be someone that built a business, because you just love to travel and you want the
yeah.
community. Those were the most important two things that you
And
wanted.
exactly what I got.
And
Gold
yeah,
star. Yeah.
but then when you started to share it organically, people were coming to you and saying,
Yeah.
Moo, how have you done that? And then before we knew it, you had three referrals and you had a free membership, because that's all
Yeah.
it takes. And that's why a lot of people, although it's optional, they all, not always, but usually choose to opt in,
Yeah.
because you have three referrals and you've got a free membership. It never comes out of your budget ever again. The subscription never comes out of your household budget, and it just makes sense. However, we have had people in our team, and I think we still do actually, a couple that will just use it for travel only. They're customers.
Yeah.
That's all they ever want to be. They can see, because of the trips they take and the amount they save on single trips, the score, how much you can save. You can save the equivalent of a couple of years subscription on some trips, depending where you're
Yeah.
booking. So they're quite happy with that, because they're still in the green with their money, because they've got everything covered with the savings they're making.
Return of investment.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 So
So it's all good. Transparency. You've got to have that transparency. I think we have that in Buckets. We're
yeah.
always very open in the way that we talk about things. Excuse me. We have calls every single night with our US business partners that literally will do a deep dive and show you in well, it's not in black and white, in color on the screen, exactly what you're going to get with your membership, and costs involved, everything, how you get your return on investment if that's what you want to do. Transparency is key to all of this, and encouraging research into stuff. We've talked about a few different things that I've been seeing lately, and I know you guys have been seeing the same, and I'm not the only one. So I've been doing my research and I'm in a company, not because I'm moving anywhere, because I ain't going anywhere. This is my legacy company. This is going down to my kids. I mean, my 19-year-old's got his own account anyway. But I've been looking and I encourage you to do the same. So if you're considering taking a travel membership, or you want a side hustle, you want a business within travel, but you don't want the timely sort of stuff, the time consuming stuff of being an agent, because it is time consuming. But if you want to look at that, do your research before you commit. Go and speak to the people that are doing it. Go and speak to the people that are doing it and find out, do comparisons. We've got AI. If you feed AI stuff about a company, about like a compensation or pay plan, and do a comparison of 3 different ones, you're going to have a better idea of what's going to work best. So just do your research. I do research and I'm not even moving anywhere. I just like to know where we're at with everything. So are people influencing you? Are they putting the pressure on? Like, you can be an influencer without actually pressuring anyone. If it feels pressured, if there's a time restraint on it, if you don't join now, you're going to miss out. Is that okay? Is that going to be
urgency?
Yeah. And I get it, because I do use urgency marketing in some areas of my other businesses. And it's a nice way to create that urgency and to create that excitement for something that's coming up. But it's also a really poor way of telling people, if you don't get in now, then you're not going to make any money, in my book.
Yeah.
And that should never be the case. That's a red flag. If you've got to get in because you're not going to make any money, that's not something you want to be considering. But it's just having that awareness will give you that choice. And then when you've got that awareness and choice, your freedom comes.
Yeah.
Because you're fully aware of what you're getting yourself into.
We are also just such a community-based company.
Yeah.
I've never felt anything like it before. It's such an awesome community.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that was the most important thing, the community and the travel, having fun, going to enjoy holidays, but also having people to go enjoy it with.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yes. I mean, I've been in a company before, first company I ever joined in this area of life, and it's a very well-known company, and a lot of people start there too. But it was very sales orientated, and from coming down from the top, because they got money by you selling,
Yeah.
and there were targets of what you were supposed to sell. I
Yeah.
thought, this is worse than my bloody job.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, I had targets in my job, but they weren't like sales. I wasn't a salesman in my job. So I know salespeople do have sales targets, and that's what they have to do. And they're good at sales. And so that's what they enjoy doing. They like the competitiveness of sales targets. And that's fine if that's what lights your
Yeah.
bulb up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I didn't join it to become a salesman. I liked the products and I wanted to share the products. I used the products, but I didn't like this feeling that I had to sell so many of these a month and sell, and then I had to get so much in a month. And when the following month came, I'd got so much volume of business. When the month started again, that went down to bottom, and I had to start all
Yeah.
over again.
Got none
And
of that here.
I mean,
It's so
what
disheartening.
what the hell? It's like
Yeah.
it's disheartening, and it's like frustrating, and it was stressful.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't want a side hustle that's stressful.
No.
I wanted something I'm passionate about and I enjoy doing. There was no sense of community, Moo.
Yeah.
It was all very cold-hearted. Sell, sell, sell.
Yeah. Whereas
I
we've
think
got the community.
I
Yeah.
know the company that you're talking about, because I think that's the company that we met in.
Yeah.
And one of the leaders, I think the leader that we were under, was a very, very big leader within this company. And I approached that leader to first start with the company, and she was amazing. She was so sweet. She gave me so much support. And that first month, I hit the goal that you're meant to hit within that time frame. And worked my ass off, and then it went back down to 0. I'm like, shit, I've got to do all that again. And I went to her and said, look, I'm willing to carry on because I don't give up easily, but I'm finding this quite tough. And she, in not so many words, told me to like it or lump it, because that's what the business is. That's what the goal is. The goal is to make that happen and fill up that business volume. And there was no support. So when I enrolled, the support was very much lacking then. And it's a shame, because I used my initiative and I learned so much in that company. I learned a lot about how not to be as well. And I'm grateful for it all, because there's so many lessons, isn't there, that you can take from these experiences. But there was something else that I was going to mention.
I was going to say, I like the fact I've got nothing in the cupboards.
Yeah, that's always a bonus. You're not filled out the garage with bloody boxes that you never use.
Yeah.
That was it. What I want people to think about, go away from this live and think about if you don't take anything, just think about this one thing. If you're buying a product or using a service, would you use it or buy it anyway? Would you want to use it anyway? And I want you to really think about that, because I know for a fact, and this is evidence talking here, most people will share on social media about their trips, their holidays. And out of all those trips, if they've saved a few bob, they will share that as well.
Yep.
So I know that you want this. I know that this is something you would use whether you didn't ever make a penny, because you're saving enough money to cover your costs anyway. But I know for a fact that, and this is why we're in such a strong position, because people would use this service, whether they didn't make a penny or not, they would use it. Do you know?
Yes,
There's
because a
demand.
lot of product services, I'm not naming any, but they're a bit
Not naming
overpriced,
any.
to be honest. They're a
Yeah,
bit overpriced. And
they
they're
can be, yeah.
overpriced because they have to pay downlines commission out of every bloody sale.
Yeah.
Sorry, out of every sale. And but we don't have that situation. We're not overpriced, we're underpriced.
Yes.
Yep.
Big time. Big time. Less than a coffee a day. Come and ask us the questions that have come to mind while we've been sharing this, because it's important that you are asking questions. We want them. We want all your questions, because that's the best way to find out and learn.
And if
About
we don't know the
how
answers, we'll find somebody who does.
exactly. And it's funny, because I remember when we first started, we were on a call with Todd, weren't we, recently? And I was talking about how when we very first started, we would dial in to the phone call.
Oh God, yeah.
And it was just like, we weren't on video. We did things very differently than we do now. And now we've got like world-class marketing and everything. It's amazing. But at the very beginning, and do you know what? Looking back on that to who we are today, it's like, holy shit, look how far we've come. How many trips we've been on, how many people's lives we've helped, how many people we have connected with. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and how much the business has grown. We had a handful, and don't forget, you can take at least 2 world-class trips every single year, at least 2. You can take more than that if you save your points up. I remember when we could choose from those trips, and it might have been a handful of places. And now we've got like thousands with getaways and world tours. We've got thousands. So yeah, I'm just so proud of where we're at. It's a good place to be.
It's changed so much since we joined.
Yeah.
It's just got better and better,
Better
and
and
better.
better and better.
It's like one of those rolling balls going down, and it's just gathering everything as it goes.
Yeah.
It gets bigger.
So thank you all for tuning in. If this has raised any questions for you, please drop them below. And we will see you again next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.